She is a tremendous salesperson. She got here because her heart is bigger than she is tall. Right? She cares, she loves, and she serves. And I want her to talk a little bit about how Healing Hands has impacted you and your business, okay? And then after Ling Ling, Toby, you're on deck. Toby's going to come up here and she's going to teach you guys all you need to know in about 30 minutes about essential oils. So, Ling Ling, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Russell. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank Russell and his team for giving me this opportunity to share with you the love of my life, Healing Hands Foundation. This is the best part that I love about Doterra, and very dear and near to my heart. So, can you guys hear me okay? Is it good? Okay. Louder? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this is my first trip to India, and I already love India. As you see, I'm dressed in India dress. Beautiful, right? And what I love most about India is people. It's you. I love how you warmly welcome me. I was a little scared before I came, but once I got here, I felt like I'm at home. You guys are taking care of me so well that I don't want to leave. But India is a great country with great history, great people, great food. And I'm so privileged and honored to come to India and share the gifts of the earth with you. Now, yesterday we were in Nairobi, so this morning we came back. Not Nairobi, sorry. I went to Nairobi before, but Bangalore. And it was cooler weather, so I caught a little cold actually. So I might cough during my presentation. Please excuse me. But don't worry, I have solution here. Natural solution. That's what Doterra gives us. Natural solutions to our health and wellness. Okay? All right, so here's a picture of me. Let me introduce myself. I came from U.S., Virginia, near Washington, D.C., the capital of U.S. And I have 2 children and a husband. We live in a very natural surrounded area. Wood, forest, I love it because I love nature. That's what brought me to Doterra, because Doterra products are from nature and they're pure and natural. That's why I love Doterra in the beginning. So I was searching for a natural solution for my own family and I found it. Okay, and I of course went on to share the gifts with the other people. Now this picture, here's a quiz. Anyone remember what the background is? Did you see it? Or for those who came late, you don't know. But in the first video that showed us the India office, this is one of the backgrounds. I love that background. It's actually inside the staff office area. We help the world heal. That's what Doterra is about. So that's my new logo. Not logo. What do I say? The icon, my face. Okay, on my social media. I love it. So as I'm going to talk about Healing Hands Foundation, I want to share with you my journey with Doterra. Business started with Healing Hands Foundation. So I have been using the products and I loved it. It changed my life, my family's lifestyle, totally. But then I thought about sharing, but I was a little scared. I'm IT actually, from my bachelor's, master's, working experience, all IT computer science. So I was a little fearful and doubtful of my ability to share or sell or whatever. But I felt the compelling, how should I say, the drive, like I have to share. If I don't share, I'm being selfish. But when I went to Doterra's convention in 2013, that was my first convention with Doterra, 2013. My thoughts, my heart changed because of the Healing Hands Foundation. So at that convention, Doterra's convention is very different than other companies' convention. It's all about education. Education of the oils, education of the culture, education of the science, and mission and vision. So during that convention, I learned a lot. But what touched me most was a presentation by one of our 7 founders, called Robert Young. He was in charge of the Healing Hands Foundation at the time. He shared a story that touched my heart. When he was very young, 19 years old, he was serving a church mission in South America, a country. Very rural area, village. They didn't have clinics, hospitals. So every time someone gets sick, they have to travel overnight, walk by feet to the nearest hospital. So one day, a little baby got sick, and the family carried the baby, walked the whole night to that hospital. But it was too late. That baby died. Baby died. That incident made Robert Young promise in his heart that one day he will come back and help this village, help the people there to have health care. So Doterra that year built the clinic for that village. And I was crying and crying and crying, touched by that story. I'm like, what a company is this? The convention is like going to church. You just like felt so touched. And at that moment, I knew I found my home. My home. I belong to Doterra because we have the same mission of changing the world, helping people around the world. So that's my journey with Doterra. Started with Healing Hands Foundation. So what is Healing Hands Foundation? It is a charity foundation that Doterra created when it was still a very small company. Many companies you see, Bill Gates and Microsoft, they all have foundation. But it's when they have a lot of money, right? When they were rich, they created this foundation. Doterra created Healing Hands Foundation when it was still infant, very young, because our mission was not to make a lot of money, as Russell said. Our mission was to change the world, right? So Healing Hands Foundation came with Doterra's birth. And as Doterra grew, Healing Hands Foundation grew. So these are the initiatives that Healing Hands Foundation helped with Hope Anti-Human Trafficking, with clean water, sanitation, which is huge, important for health and wellness, right? Disaster relief, anywhere there's a natural disaster or war, Doterra's Healing Hands Foundation is there to help, okay? Empowering women, of course. In Doterra, 90% of the wellness advocates are women. Women like me. We use this platform to change our lives, okay? Global health, self-reliance and supporting children. So I will just give you a few examples, projects. First project, this one's called the Days for Girls. This one was one of the earliest projects Doterra's Healing Hands Foundation supported. Now this foundation, this actually an organization. It's a third party, okay? It's not Doterra's, but Doterra supports them, giving them the funds, money to do what they need to do. So Days for Girls' mission is to help empower those girls. In some rural areas, educated area, when the girls are in their menstrual period, they're being locked in a small hut. They're being treated as dirty, evil. And they can't go to school. They can't be with their family. It's unthinkable in modern society like we are now. But it's happening in the world. So this organization, the founder, created this organization to teach and educate people in those areas, okay? And Doterra partnered with this foundation for more than 10 years now. Okay? We make these hygiene kits for the girls. You see those girls receiving those hygiene kits happily. And till now, we have together helped 1.8 million girls and women in 144 countries with just this organization, okay? All right, next important initiative or project is called Freedom to Hope. What this is about is human trafficking. Do you know what human trafficking is? Like, especially children, girls, boys, they're being abducted, kidnapped, and sold as slave, sex slave. Okay? That's evil, right? It's evil. It's crime. Yeah, yet it's happening in the world. Many parts, actually. Even in US. So, Doterra wants to help these kids, children. Now, in order to help these kids, it's not just rescuing. In the middle, of course, rescuing is important. Get them out of those criminals, right? Save them, give them freedom. But the work needs to happen before. Prevention. Prevention is education. Teach those kids to reduce the opportunity of being abducted or kidnapped, being trafficked. So prevention, rescue, and then after, restore. Because those children, they went through that trauma. Their emotional and physical wellness is go down. If you just release them to the society, they will not be able to survive or thrive. So restore is very important. Healing them physically, mentally, emotionally, so they can be successful in the society, right? So this is what Doterra's Freedom to Hope initiative is about, okay? And we partner with all around the world, every country. Now, next big project is called Senat Specialty Hospital. This one, okay, I need to hurry. 1 minute. Okay, so this hospital, it was built in Somaliland in Africa, in a desert area, very, very rural area without clean water source. But Doterra, after 4 years of hard work, they built this hospital to save many, many lives in that community. Okay, now I need to hurry. Now, Healing Hands in India. You know, India is not even open yet. But do you know Healing Hands Foundation are already working in India for Indian people?
Yeah.
We have, yeah. Thank you. Yes, we have projects for the human trafficking. We have projects for COVID relief. This picture, please look at this. This happened here in Hyderabad. This is Hyderabad community. Doterra helped them do a well, clean water, okay? All right. So I want to share with you my personal experience with Doterra's Healing Hands Foundation. So these are the relief kits. Okay. Doterra puts together some samples, products to help people who are in a crisis. So I have personally helped Doterra's Healing Hands Foundation to distribute these kits to the people who are in need. Okay, like the refugees and people in Africa. And I've been going to overseas trip with Doterra as well, Bulgaria trip. And Can you guess what's in that cup? It's an oil. Frankincense. I don't have time, so I'll just tell you. So Bulgaria, we have lavender. And so other than visiting the lavender field, the distillation, we did something more important, which is Healing Hands Foundation work. Okay, we helped a group of mentally ill adults to work on their garden field, so they can plant the vegetables and fruits to sell, to make a living, because the government doesn't give them any money, so they have to rely on themselves. Okay, and this is my son in the middle, the handsome guy. He's 19 now. So I want to thank Doterra that gave me the chance to bring my children to these service trips. My son is 19 now, and he decided to carry on Doterra's mission and vision. And thank you. What other things can a mother ask for? Nothing. To be able to work with their children for the same mission and vision. So thank you, Doterra. Okay, next trip is to Kenya. So Kenya, we went to very, very poor area. This is the tea tree, okay? Tea tree field. We helped with the harvesting, and we went to the distillation, but we also went to the school, the only school in the area, where all the kids from young to old, all in one school. Doterra built classrooms. This is a brand new library, okay? Doterra built for them. And we donated the books, and I read the books with them. And this is another area. So in Kenya, we worked hand in hand together. And I love this picture, because this is how Doterra works. The corporate by CEO, the tallest guy is the CEO, David Sterling, and wellness advocates and the farmers, and someone working in between farmers and the corporate. So again, changing the world, one job, one person, one community at a time. In the end, I just wanted to share, Doterra has two products. One is essential oil, the other is love. So let's use the oils and share the love. Thank you. And next, we welcome Toby to teach us how to use the oils.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you so much.